You know what's better than Warhammer? 2 Warhammers. Last time I cracked open 12 random salvage boxes. We already tackled the 5 clanners, links up there. So now it's time to see what we can do with the 7 Inner Sphere Mechs. We'll be diving into MasterUnitList to build a force out of these. Can we turn random pools into a battle ready lance? Or will it look like the leftovers of a merc contract gone bad? Let's find out. Alright, first impressions. Even though we're missing lights, we've got a surprisingly solid lineup. The Trebuchet. Dependable missile support. Think mobile artillery that's just waiting for someone else to do the spotting. The Hunchback. Your classic urban brawler. Short range, big punch, and zero concern for structural safety. Orion. The dependable workhorse. It hits hard, tanks hits, and doesn't complain. Unlike your average MechWarrior. 2 Warhammers. Double the PPCs, double the mid-range pain. And also double the overheating problems. But hey, style points. Victor, your jump-jetting assault boxer. Great for surprise attacks and questionable life choices. And the Atlas, the king of the battlefield. When this thing walks in, everyone else starts checking their ejection seats. Yeah, it's a heavy lineup, but not a bad problem to have. It's not cohesive yet, but it's got serious potential. Like a band that accidentally ended up with 3 drummers. That's the sorting done, now it's time to build. Here's where MasterUnitList.info comes in. Seriously, if you play BattleTech, this site is a godsend. You plug in any mech, pick your era and faction, and boom! Instant justification for your totally random paint scheme. Since our mix leans heavy, let's go with the late Succession Wars. That's a perfect era where Warhammers, Orions and Atlases all exist without needing time travel. Looking at factions, House Steiner fits perfectly. Big, heavy, expensive mechs? Yeah, that's peak Iron Commonwealth. But if we go off the beaten path, the Taurian Concordate stands out. They're independent, proud, and love their solid workhorse mechs. Picture this as a Taurian border unit. Veterans patching together anything that still walks after decades of fighting House Davian. 2 Warhammers and an Atlas? Sounds like Taurian overkill to me. And of course this could easily be a mercenary outfit. Something like the Irdani Light Horse or a homebrew unit that made a career out of salvaging the best from both sides. Alright, let's organize this into something playable. The Battle Lance. We have our first Warhammer, Lance Leader, your anchor. The second Warhammer, fire support and also your backup heater. Orion, frontline tank. Hunchback, close range Chaos Marine. Machine. Support Lance, though under strength. Atlas, obvious commander. Victor, flanker and jumpy distraction. Trebuchet, missile support, tagging and softening targets. That battle lance comes in at a point value of 5,068 points for a game of classic BattleTech. Or a point value of 131 if you fancy some Alpha Strike. The support lance weighs in at 4,466 battle value or 117 point value. All with regular pilots, so plenty of room to tweak to your needs. That gives you a mix of long-range PPCs, mid-range brawlers, and way too much tonnage to hide behind anything smaller than a mountain. So that's how I turned 7 random Inner Sphere Mechs into something surprisingly functional. Personally, I'd go mercenary with it. Maybe call them the Scrap Lance Irregulars. They sound like the kind of crew that gets paid in spare parts and okay coffee. What about you? How would you run this lineup? Lyran Heavies? Taurian Defense? Or full-on Merc Grid? Drop your version in the comments. And if you haven't already, check out MasterUnitList.info. It's the best way to turn chaos into a proper army. Thanks for watching, MechWarriors. Hit like if you enjoyed the ride, and remember, every salvage box tells a story. Some are glorious, some end with an Atlas stepping on your trebuchet. See you next contract.